Have you ever wondered how recruiters are actually working? How they are screening your profile, how much time they are taking, how much process, what is the process of the shortlisting, and if they wanted to shortlist one candidate, how much time they take, and on top of how they reach out to you on what basis. Some candidates, some applicants, they keep getting the interview calls and some candidates are still struggling. So all these questions which you are having, being as an applicant, being as a candidate, you must be having all these questions how recruiters are basically work and how they function. I'm going to answer all these questions in this video. I'm going to share the some tips also. The process is also what exactly recruiters follow when they are screening, shortlisting, and profile, and how you can leverage the relationship, building a relationship with the recruiter, how you can land up a good job, how you can learn insight about the industry. Maintaining a relationship with the recruiter is the crucial nowadays, because many companies, they outsource most of the time their senior level position or higher level position, I can say, to recruiters, and recruiters are having a lot of knowledge about that. So by building a relationship, you are not only, helping your career to grow, but same time you're receiving a lot of insights also. So what exactly they do, let's understand in this video. So, hello everyone, I am Tejaswita and I'm career comeback coach, re-entry coach. Over 18 years of experience into recruitment, started working in Dubai as a recruiter. Prior, I worked as a HR journalist in India. But my journey into recruitment industry specifically started from in Dubai only, and there I understood how recruiters play important role in any applicant's life, and what is the role of the recruiters also, what they are supposed to do. So I enjoyed this journey and learned a lot of things, and I'm going to share all those pointers, tips in this video. So stay till the end, because you are going to get a lot of pro tips also towards the end and during the video when I'm sharing the point. Now let me share you a one story about the two candidates. One is the Arun and the second one is Priya. They both were applying similar type of a job opportunity because they are coming from the similar industry. But Varun got a call and Priya was still struggling to find the opportunity. What difference actually both of them when they are applying job, and what happened? Varun got a call from the recruiter, and he shared, that particular recruiter shared the opportunity with the Arun, and Priya was using only job portal and the other things, and she also got the call from the recruiter, same recruiter. The difference what happened, recruiter guided both of them what exactly they are supposed to do, because when any recruiter work with the company, they try to understand what is the culture, how many employees, what exactly the pattern of the interview format will be there, everything, and recruiters pass on the same information to applicants also, so they can improve the chances of getting selected. Now Varun followed each and every step, but Priya, she was thinking, why I should follow, let me follow my own channel. So what happened, Varun got the selection in that company and Priya was confused what exactly happened. So here is a tip, whenever you are getting a call from the recruiter, make sure you will give the proper information, what exactly you are looking, why you are looking for this kind of a job, and you will openly discuss which type of job opportunity you are looking. And if recruiter is giving you any certain tips about the interviews, how to face the interview, what exactly, welcome that, because that is a tool what you're going to use, not only for particular that interview, for the other interviews also. So before we jump on what are the tips and how recruiters they work at the work and how they shortlisted, let's understand which type of recruiters are available in the market. Let's have a quick pointers on that. First is an in-house recruiter. In-house recruiter is basically the person who worked in the organization company and only taking care of the in-house recruiter. So he or she will be responsible whatever positions are coming within the company, that person will be responsible for that. Now second is the agency recruiter. Now agency recruiters are basically helping organization to find the right talent as per according to their job description, according to their requirement. So they have the more exposure in the market, like they keep getting the insight what is happening and keep getting the lot of information how they wanted to find the candidates and what exactly the organization is looking. Third is like a executive search. We can call about the headhunters also. So they mostly work on the mid level, senior level, and the higher level position. So they have again a good track. Like if the person is working in the similar industry for the longer period, so they have a good contacts and the good contacts with the companies also, and they keep getting the lot of information. And the fourth is like a freelance recruiter. Now freelance recruiter, they can like they work independently, so they can work with the small company, big companies, but most of the time I have seen like a freelance recruiter, they work on a niche position, which is the requirement of the MSME or senior or a small scale business. They, if they wanted to hire a senior level role, okay, so that time these recruiters help. So this is a basically these are the four basic recruiters are available in the market. And now let's understand how they target the candidates, what they do basically. So now I'm talking about like how recruiters are screening the profile, how much time they are taking. Okay, so if you're thinking like a recruiters are taking long time to screen your resume, don't fall into that trap. Recruiters are hardly taking 6 to 8 seconds to glance your resume. And then how they decide like this particular position, this particular candidate is suitable for this particular position. So there are 3 4 points, they quickly glance on that, and if they think like it is a interesting, it is a matching, then they shortlist your profile to further discussing a particular opportunity. So first point is about your professional summary. In the professional summary, if you are writing properly your experience, your skills, what are your strengths, everything, if you are narrating properly, if it is impressive, immediately recruiter will connect with you. Because what they are looking, they, if they are finding the right skill set, what recruiter is looking, immediately they feel like this is a right candidate. Now, second important thing, it's a relevant keywords. Now you must be knowing, and I previously also talked about like a keywords are playing very important role into the recruitment industry, because when we search any particular profile, we use the keywords. Now keywords are like it can be, while searching also we use the boolean search we spoke about last time. Boolean searches are there. Boolean search is very famous, is used on the different platform for the searches, on the Google also, then on the LinkedIn also when they are searching any profile, and in the ATS system also. So why I'm talking about the ATS system, if your resume is a user friendly, especially to ATS, not necessarily a recruiter will give you the call now. Okay, might he must be or she must be expecting some good position where your profile will get matched, and that time if your resume is not user friendly, especially to ATS, your resume will not appear and the recruiter won't get idea what exactly role you are having, and he or she won't be able to connect with you. So keep your resume ATS user friendly, so whenever in future or any upcoming new position recruiter is expecting, they can connect with you. Next is like achievements over the responsibility. So we talk about like action words, powerful words, like when you are writing the job responsibility. So make sure like when you are writing your job responsibility, you will use the action words. It has to be into the quantity wise, like for example, increase the sales by 20%, 30%, or executed project into the 9 months, 8 months, All those things, showcase like how you are suitable for this role, and what exactly the project you have completed. If the similar type of project, if this company is also willing to deliver, then you are having more chances. So these three things are very important. Professional summary, your resume has to be have the proper keywords and the user friendly with the ATS, and the achievements over the responsibilities. Now you must be thinking like how recruiters will help any applicant or any candidate to find the right opportunity or to restart the career. So what exactly recruiter do? First, recruiter they map the skill. Mapping the skill in a sense like when you write particular information like what skill set you are having, they try to map with the positions what they have. Okay, if the candidate is not having that particular, out of 10, if candidate is having 6 or 7, then the recruiter will guide you why your profile is rejected or where you need to do the improvisation. So first important thing like they identify skill mapping, and whatever transferable skills are available, whatever transferable skills are there, and suggested area for the, they suggest the areas also. As I said, they suggest also where you need to bring the improvisation and where you have to learn new things. Second thing, they provide the market insight. As I said in the starting of the video, recruiters are like they keep getting lot of inside information what is happening in that particular industry, because even they have to one step forward to provide the information to candidates. So they keep digging out like what are the trends are happening in the industry, which new companies are coming, or what technology they are bringing, what exactly company is planning to do, why they are hiring, what is the reason, what is the purpose of hiring. All this information where recruiters have, then only they can able to give the right candidate. So to get that information, they have to always be in that particular zone with the connecting with the companies or hire people to get the information. And what happened due to that, they keep a lot of insights which is required, and they can pass it on to the applicants also. Now third is the resume optimization. Recruiters guide you basically like a, on the basis of your achievements, skills, strength, they guide you like a where your profile will be suitable. If you have a career gap, how to present your career gap, what to say, what not to say, that also they will tell you. So they will guide you how to prepare, what to add, not to add into the resume. So resume optimization is very required when you are preparing your resume, because one resume is a one lead for the recruiter, and recruiter is eager to place you somewhere, but with the right opportunity. It's not like okay, 10 positions are coming and any profile will be suitable. If there is a right resume, right information is in resume, definitely recruiter will give you the opportunity. And for that, whatever guidance recruiter is providing, that's important to follow that. So resume optimization is the point. And fourth is the interview preparation. If candidate is very much suitable for any particular role, and recruiters knowing that he will be the right person, and other way also, recruiters are very helpful to give you the insight like a what interview question will be asked, okay, how to face the interview, what to answer, what not to answer. Because as I said, they are sitting with the management, they are sitting with the managers to understand what exactly they are looking into candidates. So they will guide you, and sometimes some recruiters they take your mock interview also, so you will clear all the rounds and they will correct you where things are going wrong. And the next is like a hidden job. You must have seen like a many jobs which are like not published and company is hiring. Is it because of the internal hiring? Yes, this is one of the reason internal hiring is there. But many companies they don't publish the job. Okay, the recruiters they connect with the agency and they find the candidate, suitable candidate through the recruiters. So there are a lot of opportunities recruiters are also getting from the companies to place the candidate new job role. So they a lot of hidden jobs which are not easily available on the job portal, you will come to know from the recruiters this company is particular company is hiring. And the next is the last negotiation assistance, because recruiters are putting a lot of efforts, on the candidate's profile. They are sharing, they are talking, and then they help last important thing like a to close the deal, because recruiters are like a one way, they are working as a matchmaking. Okay, unless and until the recruiter will not understand what skill set you are having and the what exactly where your role will get fit, I can say it is a strategical alliance what recruiter is doing. So in that case, they help into the negotiation also. If you're not sure like how much salary you need to ask, like what compensation company will give, so they will assist you how you can negotiate on the salary. So building a relationship with the recruiter is always the positive way you take it, not into the negative. Many candidates they think this relationship is about the one way, one requirement is coming, recruiter is calling, and the job is done. But the if you will think long term relationship, you recruiter will remember you and they keep sharing. If any particular requirement is suitable, they will remember you and they will keep sharing the requirements with you. So the strong relationship with the recruiter will help you to find the great opportunity at different stages and the different at the different career level also. How it is possible? Because when you are building a relationship with the recruiter, that is not the short term. Don't consider the relation short term. Look at the long term benefit, like how they can help you. If you decided already to choose being in that particular industry, and if that recruiter also working in that handling the particular industry for few years, that means the person is having a lot of insight knowledge, and he or she will be continuing to placing the candidate in the similar industry. So they always remember. I remember like when I was working as a recruiter, I used to remember all the top candidates who are suitable for that particular industry. So I keep understanding their role. I was in touch with all the candidates, understanding how their journey is going. Are they looking any better opportunity in between? So I used to understand, and accordingly, sometimes I used to approach their competitors also. So by having a understanding like what competitors are doing and then placing them there, it is an advantage for the candidate also and recruiters also, because they are also getting the opportunity within the same industry but on a senior level, and we are also improving, we are also placing the candidate, and then we also get the lot of knowledge. So what happened in this, more you connected in the similar industry, you get a lot of knowledge and you pass on to the candidates also. Then we recruiters help into the negotiation for the better salary, because they keep getting a lot of information. And most importantly, when candidates are feeling down or they feel like they are not confident, they work as a career mentor, career guidance, like what they are supposed to do, what they are not supposed to do. So when you are building any relationship with a recruiter, make sure it will be the long term relationship, and they will help you the every stages when every stages of your career when you are growing. Now, how the recruiters are helping you in the interview. Now, first important thing, they help you to take the mock interview. Now, mock interview many times, if it is a technical interview, then candidates are confident. But if it is a first HR interview and they are not very sure what HR is going to ask the question, so in that scenario, recruiters here take mock interview and create a scenario like what question will be asked by the HR. Then second important thing, they give you the insight about the company culture, how many employees are working, what exactly they are expecting, and what lot of other information, and that helps applicant also to become confident whatever information recruiter is giving. On that basis, applicant will do the research, and then at the time of the interview, the applicant will be confident. So, third important thing, what are the tough questions will be asked by the company, asked by the interviewer? Recruiters normally check like a what type of questions will be asked to applicant. They keep checking what exactly you're looking. If not directly, if recruiter is asking, indirectly they will try to understand what exactly you're looking in the candidate, what role, what quality you're looking. So accordingly, a recruiter will guide you and they will understand what question can become, what situation they will give you, and there you need to address so many more things. So if you are connected with the recruiter, it's the best and get the lot of insights also. So let's understand what we cover up in this video. So recruiters is not just a middleman, but they are basically creating a strategical alliance between you and the employer. So understand like a what information they are giving and what to consume, what not to consume. It is depends on you. But recruiters are always try to help you. So first optimize your resume properly, update your LinkedIn. So as I said in previous video, recruiter first go and check your LinkedIn profile. If your LinkedIn profile is updated, okay, then your first impression become a last impression and every time recruiter will remember you. Second, approach recruiters professionally. Uh, in I have seen like sometimes applicants, they don't understand the role of the recruiter. As I said, they are not the middleman. So talk professionally and they understand what exactly they are looking. Make changes accordingly in the resume because they will help you to find the right opportunity. Then leverage recruiters insights. As I said, like they are getting a lot of information, so you can leverage that information and the study more about on that particular topic or information what you have received, and the use interview expertise what recruiters are giving, that will help you to crack the interviews. So if you are liking such kind of a video and if this video has helped you some other way to knowing that like how recruiters are finding, searching and the sourcing, screening the candidates, what exactly they are looking in the resume, if that has helped you and now you are picking up certain points and you're building your understanding how you can connect with the recruiters, you can comment me in the comment section. You can write what exactly tip you are picking up from the video. So don't forget to subscribe my channel because I'm going to come up with a lot of new videos, and this video also insisted by one of the participant only. That participant was not able to understand why that person should connect to recruiter, and that's the reason this topic has come out. So don't forget to subscribe my channel, hit the like button and wait for the next video. Until the time, thank you very much.